exhaling through your nose. Take another full inhale and a full exhale. Throughout this next breath, go ahead and set an intention or dedication for today's practice. Maybe it's just something like a small theme or one word. It doesn't have to be anything monumental. Inhale. Exhale, seal your intention on your heart. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Monday Yoga. We're going to start standing. So go ahead and make your way up to your mat. Feet hip distance apart, palms spinning forward. Roll your shoulders up towards your ears, stand nice and tall, and then roll them back and down. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. On your inhale, reach through fingers forward and up. Exhale, turn palms out, press and resist. So taking it nice and slow. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, turn palms out, press. Go ahead and take one more like that. I'm just going to adjust my camera. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, turn palms out, press and resist. On your next inhale, reach forward and up. This time, interlace fingers, pointers extend, just sway over to the right. Come back to center, sway over to the left. Come back to center, sway over to the right, just hold for 2 breaths. Inhale, press palms and reach. Exhale, sway. Full inhale, full exhale, sway a little bit deeper. Come back up to center, shoulders away from ears if they crept up, and sway over to the left. Inhale. Exhale. One more big inhale. Exhale, sway to the left. Come back to center. Take a little back bend. So you can leave fingertips up, tracing them back on the ceiling, or you can bring hands behind your head if that's better on your shoulders. If your hands are behind your head, let your elbows open up, open heart and chest. Everyone take one more inhale, peek up or open up. Finish your back bend on the exhale. Slowly come back to center. Reach arms up towards the ceiling if they're not already there. Bend your knees and your hips back, come into a downhill skier. Elbows press at knees, core pulls in, full inhale. Full exhale. Release your hands down to frame your feet and lunge your right foot back. So setting up a high lunge or a runner's lunge first. Grow your spine nice and long. Crown of your head reaching forward. Back heel pressing back. Try to float your chest up over your thigh just for a moment. And then release your back knee down. On your inhale, bend your left knee and try to tap your forehead to your knee. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, lift your back knee up. Exhale, just settle into your lunge. Moving through that 2 more times. Inhale, drop your right knee. Exhale, fold elbow to knee. Maybe lift your toes up. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lift your back knee. Inhale, tap. Exhale, bend, and maybe sit back a little deeper this time. You can lift your foot up, digging your heel in. Slowly come back to center, just moving on your own breath. Tuck your back toes behind you, pop back up to your lunge. Plant your hands, step back to your down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Let's move through a nice, slow vinyasa. Come forward to your high plank. Release knees down. We're going to lower all the way down to a cobra. So just let your forehead tap the mat for a moment and then press into hands, lift your heart and chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release hands down. Tuck your toes behind you. Come back to your down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, just step your right foot forward. Back to our lunge. Exhale, find your long spine. Hold for a breath in your lunge. Inhale, release your back knee down. Exhale, bend, tap forehead to knee. Come back to center. Inhale, lift your left knee up. Exhale, hold in the lunge. Inhale, tap. Exhale, bend. You can lift toes off your mat. Come back to center. Lift your back knee up. Let's move through that one more time on your own, moving on your own breath. Maybe you sit back a little deeper. Maybe you walk hands back or lift your whole foot, just digging your heel down. Come back to center. Press palms. Lift your back knee up. Step back, down dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Moving through, come forward, high plank. Drop your knees, release all the way down. We're gonna come into a sphinx. Arms come forward, elbows underneath shoulders, press down to lift your heart and chest. Hold. Inhale, lift heart and chest up. Exhale, release down, hands under shoulders, tuck your toes, come to a tabletop or press right up to your down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or you can jump your feet to your hands and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Find your flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Sweep forward and up to your chair. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, straighten legs, reach arms up, press. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, reach arms back. Exhale, sweep forward and up just to a crescent lunge to warm up our arms, to warm up our hips. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release hands down. Step back, down dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg high. This time I want you to walk your hands back towards your foot, so towards your left foot. If you have a wall, you can use a wall here. Come back to center, right leg high. Step it through to the lunge. Look forward, step forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Sweep forward and up to our chair. Pulling your core in, sinking your hips down. Inhale, straighten legs, reach arms up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, reach arms back. Exhale, reach forward and up to your crescent. Reaching, keeping your core strong, sinking your hips down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release hands down. Step back to your dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, walk your hands back just to a standing split. Use a wall if you have one. Inhale, come back to center, left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Look forward, step forward, and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Sweep forward and up to your chair. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, straighten legs, reach arms up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lunge your right foot back. Inhale, reach arms back. Exhale, sweep forward and up to your crescent. We're gonna add a little side bend, a little side reach to open up our side body. So you have two options. You can tap your back knee down, or you can stay nice and high in your lunge. Bring your right hand to your hip and sway over to the right. So left arm reaching up and over. On your inhale, come back to center. Exhale, reach over to the right. Inhale, center to crescent. Exhale, reach and sway. Inhale back to center. Exhale, reach and hold. Take a full round of breath. Inhale, come back to your crescent lunge. Exhale, plant your back foot, open up to your warrior two. Full round of breath. Flip your front palm, reach up and back, revolve. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale as you reach back, try to sink your front knee a little deeper. Exhale, cartwheel forward and down to your twisted lunge. Right hand planted, left hand to your knee, your hip, or you can reach to the ceiling. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, peek up and twist. Exhale, left arm down, step back to your dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, release knees. We're gonna lower all the way down to a full locust. Arms by your sides, lift your heart and chest, lift your legs, hold as you float. Inhale, lift up a little higher. Exhale, release hands down, tuck your toes, come back to the dog. Full inhale, full exhale. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, walk your hands back, coming back to that standing split just for a moment. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your hands and lower your back knee down. So we're in a lizard lunge. Wiggle your right foot out to the right, like your big toe is pointing at the corner of your mat. And then slowly straighten your front knee like we did in the beginning and start to sit back in your heels. So you can stop here. You can sit all the way back, half split, toes up towards the ceiling. If you have a block or two blocks, you can sit on a block. You can use blocks on the side to help hold you up. Whatever feels right for you. Take one more breath there. And then slowly walk yourself out. Hands back to the inside of your right foot. Pop it back up on your left foot and just step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Let's come into a yogi squat. Sit back into your squat. Elbows press knees out. Palms press out heart center. Take a full round of breath. Release hands down. Just lift your hips and normalize your feet. So walking them back into hip distance apart. From here, we're gonna come into our standing pigeon. So sweep arms back, bend your knees. Bring your hands to heart center. Lift your heart and chest. Shift weight into your left foot. Lift your right ankle up onto your left knee. Sitting your hips back as you bend your knee. Tap your elbow to your knee or your elbow to your heel. You can also reach arms back. You can sit even deeper and bring hands to the floor. So whichever variation works best for you. Hold your standing pigeon. Open up your hips. Take one more breath in your variation. Bring hands back to heart center, just lift heart and chest slightly. Release your right foot down. Inhale, straighten legs, reach arms up. You can add a tiny back bend. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, reach arms back. Exhale, reach forward and up to the crescent lunge. Take a full round of breath. Again, option to drop your back knee down, or you can keep your back knee hovering as we add a side body stretch. Inhale, reach over to the left. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, center. Inhale, sweep over to the left and hold. Take a full round of breath. Inhale, back to your crescent lunge. Exhale, plant your back foot, open up to your warrior two.
Find your nice strong warrior, front knee pressing out towards your pinky toe. Flip your front palm, reach up and back, revolve. Take one more inhale to reach up and back. Exhale, coming through center, cartwheel all the way down, left hand planted, right hand to your knee, your hip, or reaching, twisted lunge. Inhale, twist or reach. Exhale, right hand down, step back, down dog. Full inhale, full exhale. Moving through a chaturanga this time, come forward to your high plank. You can always drop knees as you lower down, little push up into your cobra or your upward facing dog. Tuck toes, downward facing dog. Take a nice full round of breath. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, walk your hands back into the standing split. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand, coming into your lizard lunge. Drop your back knee down. Make sure your toes are pointed at the corner of your mat and start to sit back. So again, you can stop here if that's all that your hamstrings or your hips allow. You can sit back towards your heel. You can sit back on a block. Just a little half split. Hold for one more round of breath. Start to walk yourself back forward. Move the block out of the way if you had one. Back to our lizard lunge. Pop your back knee up. Then step your right foot forward. Sit back into your yogi squat. Press palms, lift heart and chest. Press knees out with your elbows. Full round of breath. Release hands down. Lift your hips. Normalize your feet hip distance apart. Bend knees, reach arms back. Coming back into our chair, but hands come to heart center. Shift weight into your right foot. Lift your left foot up, coming into our standing pigeon. Take whichever arm variation serves you. Sit back a little deeper. Full round of breath. Bring hands back to heart center. Just lift heart and chest slightly. Release your left foot. Inhale, straighten legs. Reach arms up, press. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, reach arms back. Exhale, sweep forward and up. Back to your crescent. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Swipe over to the right and just hold. See if you can sink your hips a little lower. Opening up your right hip flexor by pressing that right heel back. Swing over to the right. On your next inhale, come back to your crescent lunge. Exhale, plant your back foot, open up to your warrior two. Take a full round of breath. Flip your front palm, reach up and back, revolve. Take one more inhale to reach up and back. On your exhale, slowly come back to your warrior two. We're gonna come into a half moon pose. So again, if you have a block, you can use one in front of your left foot. Bring your back hand, your right hand to your hip. Start to take the bend out of your left knee as you pop your right leg up. You can bring your hand to a block. You can tap your hand on your shin. You can try to bring your left hand to heart center. You can also reach your top arm up. Take one more breath. Flex your foot, toes towards your nose, heel pressing back. Inhale. Exhale, step back to your warrior two. Full round of breath. cartwheel down just to your regular lunge. Step back, down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, right leg lifts. Just hold for the exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg a little higher. Exhale, step it through, coming back to your lizard lunge. This time, hold your back knee up for a breath. Then again, you have the option to tap your back knee down, or you can take your right foot out to the right again and start to straighten your right leg with your back leg up, coming into our split. So again, if you need blocks to hold you, I can't even do a full split yet. So I like to use blocks. I like to drop my back knee. You can always sit back again as well. So dropping your back knee and sitting back into the half split. Just find some sort of place of challenge, whatever that means for you. Lift your heart and chest. Drop your back knee down. Walk your right foot back in. Move your blocks or your props. Plant your hands. Pop your back knee up. Come back to the down dog. Just take a full round of breath. Come forward to your high plank. Drop your knees lower down. Just come into a cobra. Lift your heart and chest. Press your feet down so your knees lift. Inhale, squeeze shoulder blades together, lift. Exhale, release hands down. Tuck toes. Return to your dog. Full round of breath. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands. Unfold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend knees, reach arms back. Sweep forward and up to a chair. Just one round of breath. Straighten legs. Lift your left arm up. Bring your right arm out to the side. We're going to come into one set of dancers. So reaching back for our right foot. Finding length through a left side body. When you're ready, kick back into your right hand. Find that C curve of your spine. Option to reach or hinge forward. Option to keep your top arm lifted. Take one more breath in your dancers. Mindfully bring your knees back together. Release your foot. Take a couple of back strokes or windmills of your arms. Land in conscious mountain pose. Take a full round of breath. Inhale, reach arms up, press. Exhale, bring your elbows in towards your ribs. Wrists back slightly. Open your heart and chest. Release tension in your shoulders. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, reach arms back. Exhale, sweep forward and up to your crescent. Take a full round of breath. Left hand to your left hip. Just sway. Take one more inhale to reach. Exhale, come back to your crescent lunge. Inhale, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, plant your back foot, open up, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reach up and back, revolve. Feeling that side body opening. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, come back to your warrior two. Again, we're going to come into our half moon. So set up your block if you need it. Left hand to your left hip. You can walk your left foot forward a little bit to lessen your base. And then take the bend out of your front knee. Pop your back leg up. Half moon. You can bring your right hand to your heart. You can lift your left arm up. Just keep your left heel pressing back. Again, toes are flexed. These look good, you guys. Take one more breath. Press that back heel back. Then slowly bring your left foot back down. Come back to your warrior two. Cartwheel down just to a lunge. Step back to a down dog. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, just hold it there. Inhale, lift up a little higher. Exhale, step it through to the lizard lunge. Hold for a breath with your back knee up. Now walk your left toes over to the left corner, just facing the left corner of your mat. You don't have to take them to the corner, but toes are facing to the left. And then you can send your left leg forward. Again, you can drop your right knee. Mine does not look pretty, so it doesn't matter if yours does or doesn't either. Use your blocks. Just try something new. Explore. Yoga is all about exploring your body, seeing what you're capable of, kind of coming to that edge without creating any pain or suffering. You never want that. Just take one more breath. Start to come back in. You can drop your back knee if that's helpful. Plant your hands back to the lizard lunge. Pop your back knee up. Step back to your down dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Vinyasa of your choice. So you can come to a sphinx. You can take a chaturanga. You can take a full locust. You can skip it completely and meet us back in our down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through just to the lunge. Look forward, step forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Sweep forward and up to your chair, strong core. Straighten legs, coming into our dancers on our left side. Right arm up, left arm reaches back. Catch your left foot. Take a pause at the top. Find your steady gaze, find your center. And then when you're ready, start to kick back. Maybe you take the hinge or the reach. Maybe you see what it feels like to keep your right arm lifted, armpit forward and up. One more breath. Slowly and mindfully bring your knees back together. Release your foot. Backstroke, windmill your arms, open up your shoulders. Land in conscious mountain pose. Just take a moment to receive. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, elbows in towards ribs, wrist back slightly. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. We're gonna hang out in our forward fold. So again, yogi's choice. You can hide arms behind legs, tapping your chest to your thighs, bringing your elbows behind your knee crease, fingertips facing down. You can step on your hands with the front of your feet or the back of your feet. You can also keep your feet hip distance, grab your big toe, use your toes as leverage to pull yourself in. Tip weight forward into the balls of your feet and then send your hips high. Let your head hang. Don't hold any tension in your neck. I'm just keeping my head up so that you can hear me. But go ahead and let yours hang. You could even shake it yes or no if it feels good. Tip a little more weight forward. Finish your forward fold. Slowly bring yourself back to center. Walk your feet hip distance apart if they aren't already there. We're going to take a forward standing twist. So bring your right foot over your left foot, so crossing them, so your right foot is to the left of your left foot, right knee is bent. Keep your left hand planted, reach your right arm up. Actually, I think I did that backwards. Keep your right hand planted, reach your left arm up. So you should feel the stretch in the back of your left leg. So right hand on the floor. Left hand can just come to your hip if that's okay, just like our twisted lunge.
or you can reach it up. Take one more breath. Bring your left hand back down to the floor. Unravel your legs, so normalize your feet, and then just kind of bend your knees, wiggle it out. We'll switch sides. Left foot over your right, crosses over. Left knee's bent, right leg is pretty straight. Left hand down, right hand to your hip, or right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. This should give you a nice stretch in the back of your legs. You should also feel some opening in your side hip. I can feel it in my right glute, but I have tight glutes, so maybe you can too. Take one more breath. Unravel. Normalize your feet. Bend your knees, just walk it out. Lift your arms up, back into our chair. So knees are bent, sitting back. You know what's coming. We're sitting into our boats. Go ahead and sit all the way down to the mat. Come into a full boat. Arms by your sides. Knees can stay bent or legs can go long. Working that core, so lower core pulling in and down. Now sink down to your half boat. So legs are just hovering, shoulders are hovering, core is still working. Come back up to your full boat. Hold. Keep breathing. Back to the half boat. One more breath. Lower all the way down. Just take a mini Shavasana. Feel your back relax into the mat. Bend your knees. We're just going to take one bridge or wheel pose. So one more big back bend. Heels in towards your glutes. Palms and feet pressing down. If you want to take a wheel, bring your hands by your ears, fingertips facing your shoulders. In either pose, press down to lift your hips up. Now just take some sort of variation here. So you can separate your feet a little wider. Maybe you lift your heels. Maybe you lift one leg at a time. You can also bring a block underneath your low back to lift. Release heels. Release all the way down to the mat. Bring the soles of your feet together. Wide bound angle or Supta Baddha Konasana. Again, letting your spine relax into the mat. Take one more full round of breath. Bring your knees back up, soles of your feet on the floor. Just lift your knees up to 90. Grabbing underneath your knees, so right underneath your knee crease, and take a couple rock and rolls, coming back up to seated. Send your heels out towards the corners of your mat, coming into a seated head to knee. Bring your left foot into your right thigh, right toes up towards the ceiling. Reach arms up, twist towards your right foot, and come all the way down for a seated head to knee. So you can bend your knee as much as you need to make that forehead to knee connection. It's not really about having a straight leg. It's about tapping your forehead to your knee and having that slight twist towards your right foot. Now you can stay here or you can add a tiny twist. So you can leave your left hand on your foot, grabbing the outside of your right foot and reach behind you. Or you can take your right arm through and grab your left knee. If you took the twist, come back to center. Everyone reach past your toes to lift back up. Release arms by your sides. Bring the soles of your feet together for butterfly pose. Sit up nice and tall. Hinge forward with a long spine. And then go ahead and allow your spine to dome around, looking in towards your belly button.
Roll yourself back up to center, just nice and slow. Left leg goes long. Right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Reach up. Find that slight turn towards your ribs and come all the way down, seated head to knee. Bending your knee as much as you need to make that connection. Again, you can add a twist. So right hand to the outside of your left foot, left arm reaching behind you, or left arm can reach through to your right knee. Slowly unravel back to center. Reach past your toes, lift yourself up. Bring your arms by your sides. We'll take a seated spinal twist. Send both legs long, toes up towards the ceiling. Place your right foot on the outside of your left knee. Take your right hand behind your hip. Reach your left arm up. You can wrap it around your knee and twist, or you can bring your right elbow to the outside of your right knee. Press them together for some resistance and twist from there. So I like to do the elbow to the outside of the knee. It gives me a little bit of leverage. I feel like I can sit up a little taller. So sit up tall, twist from your ribs, your mid-spine, maybe peek past your shoulder. Nice and slow, unravel forward. Send both legs long. Bring your hands by your sides for a mini staff pose. Press into your hands and lift your hips up. Release them down. Place your left foot to the outside of your right knee. Left arm comes behind your hip. Reach your right arm up. Wrap it around or press your elbow to the outside of your knee for leverage. Sit up a little taller. Twist. Unravel. Take one more little mini staff pose to neutralize. Arms by your sides. Lift your hips. Release them down. One more forward fold. Dig your heels into the mat. Keep your knees slightly bent. Reach up. Take the hip hinge to come forward. Grab the outsides of your feet. Pull your heart and chest through. Find a flat back. If the flat back feels good, you can stay here. You can also dome your spine looking in at your belly button, or you can send your legs long for a full forward fold. Grab your feet. Slowly roll yourself back up to seated. Just flip your palms up towards the ceiling, arms parallel to the floor. Roll back nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time, coming into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Feel the parts of your body that are meeting the mat. Notice them. Imagine your body getting heavy, everything melting towards your mat. Any tension is releasing. Any stress is releasing. You're being held safely by the ground, the earth. Close your eyes and enjoy your final resting pose. As normal, I will bring you out with 3 rings of a bell so you can fully enjoy this and let go. Start to wiggle fingers and toes, bringing awareness and movement back into your physical form. When you're ready for a larger movement, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug, show yourself gratitude, and thank yourself for coming to yoga this afternoon. Reach your favorite arm, either right or left arm back, fall onto that side, using your arm as a pillow, just falling into fetal position, a position of new beginning. Recall your intention or dedication from the beginning of our practice. You have the option right here to set a new one, maybe something that bubbled up throughout your practice, to take you through the rest of your Monday or to start the rest of your week. When you're ready, press yourself up to seated, bringing hands to heart center. Just gaze down at your fingertips, or you can keep your eyes closed, bowing your chin slightly. We'll recognize the peace and light within each and every one of us by bowing forward together and saying namaste or thank you. Thank you, everyone. A beautiful practice. I'm pretty sure you can unmute yourselves.